And this one I will try to make it quick, but I really like this. This it's not a plugin that I use a lot, and basically the question is, what is EQ? And this is not a plugin that I use a lot, but I was searching for this question and I really enjoy the plugin. So I think I'm going to start using this a little bit more in my production. So let's jump into FL Studio so that I can show you what is Q. And Q is basically located in filters and EQ here. And is this plugin? It's a really cool, simple plugin, but it has some features that I really like. And one of them that I want to show you is basically this one here. So let me bring one of my beats, and I have here a beat, or last beat that I published. It's called Slight Movement, and this is the mix version of the beat. So let's go maybe to this section here. And let's listen. And as you can hear, it sounds okay. But now let's click on Analyze here, and you will see the effect that it has. So this button here is one that I want to start with. This will analyze all the incoming audio and try to make it flat, but only from 40 hertz up. But let's try to see what's going on here. Let's hit play and then click on Analyze. So what's happening here? Okay, so I have to put this on track 1. And by the way, this will analyze while you have it clicked. So you cannot click once and leave it. You have to click and hold, and it will analyze the audio and make sure that whatever you are listening to, it will try to apply an EQ curve to make it flat. So let's try to see. First of all, let me show you what this beat looks like in terms of phase relation, or the spectrum relation. Let's go metering. Where is Pass Analyzer? If I hit play, you see that I have this curve here. So it's kind of very strong in the low frequencies and then goes down. And if I do the analyze here while it's playing, so it's analyzing here, as you can see. This is taking the frequencies, and if I leave it, you can see that this basically counter, what's the word that I'm looking for? Counter EQ'd the balance that I had, or this curve here, as you can see. It took this curve, or these frequencies here, and basically applied an EQ to counter that this response and make it as flat as possible. So as you can see now, it's way more flat than it was before. So if I do, let me see if I can save this. Yeah, and so as you can see now, it's way more flat. So what this tries to do is tries to combat the curve that we had before and makes it a little bit more flat. So if you are looking for something to make your sounds flat, this is a great tool. You can go here, click on Analyze, and it will try to analyze the frequencies and make it as flat as possible. And then you have this mix button here, and if I do it, it will do the opposite. It will make the bass way more prominent and decrease the high frequencies. And if I put this at 0, basically we have no effect, and this is the maximum. So if you want to, actually this is I think it's a great tool to use or to test in my mastering sessions. Whenever I have a track and I want to make it kind of flat, or try to see if flatter would sound nice, this could be a cool option for that. Try to analyze the audio and then move here the mix knob to try to make the track a little bit more flat and to see if it sounds cool in the speakers or not. I don't know. This is just an idea that I have that I probably will test out. I'm not sure if that will be the best case scenario to use this in the master, but it's something that you can actually do to try to make your tracks a little bit flat. And then we have this shift here. And basically the shift allows us to shift the frequencies. So as you can see, let's put this at 0. If I have this band here, if I move this around, you see that the starting point is shifting. So this will take the EQ curve that we have and shift it to the right or to the left. As you can see, this is the shift option. We have here the morph, which basically takes it or basically removes the effect. Then we have some smooth and the volume. So this is what this analyze button does. But if we want to reset this, what we can do is click on Alt and click on all the whatever you click on the section here, it will do nothing. If I now start adding or clicking without Alt, you see that this moves with the mouse here. And it's not a static, how can I say, it's not a static band stuff. So if you move this band here, all the bands along with it or in the near position will also move, as you can see. So this is kind of a dynamic way to do equalization, and it's really cool just to see this. And you can really change the way your track sounds. And you can also do this for panning. So let's say that I want to do, for some reason, my low frequencies, I want to make them left. And I want to make the high frequencies only right. Something like that. You see now that I have the high frequencies only on the right and the low frequencies only on the left. So you can also play around with these effects here. It's a weird effect to listen to, but you can see the possibilities that we have with this plugin, and they are immense. And you can also send several parts. So if you want to send just the high frequencies to somewhere, you can do, let's say that I want to send to channel 1. You see that this is actually send only. We would have to go here. I don't know. Yeah, I have to see how the send works, but basically maybe sending to here, to section 2. Yeah, probably here. I would have to see this one. I'm sorry. I don't know this plugin too much yet, but I think it's a really cool plugin, and it can give you some really cool effects. So let me see some presets. Not so much, to be honest, but it has some presets here to play around with.